Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to discuss rejection and how we tend to reject ourselves. And the result of the self-rejection, we tend to experience rejection from other people to mirror the energy of rejection that we are carrying. So when we have this energy, we will experience rejection within our relationships, within jobs, money, all different areas of our lives. So it's very important for us to get this energy in check. So I'm going to go over a few ways that we unconsciously tend to reject ourselves. One way is we ignore how we really feel. So we tend to reject our feelings. We reject our emotions. And we feel our heart is telling us one thing and our mind is telling us another. And so we will allow our mind to be the driver instead of the passenger. And we completely reject what our heart desires, because a lot of times there's an underlying belief that you don't feel worthy of receiving what you desire. So we have this unconscious belief, and our fear-based energy makes us completely ignore how we feel so that we could protect ourselves from the rejection that is not even born yet. So that's one way that we tend to reject ourselves. Another way is we reject how we look in our bodies. Now, this is a big one. And it's sad. The divine, the creator, our God if you think about it, everyone is completely different. No one is the same. Everyone is completely unique. And that is something to celebrate. So to look at yourself and reject who you are and how you look because you don't look like the celebrities on TV, or you're not thin. That's a big one, is the criticizing of your weight or skin color. It is so many different avenues that we reject ourselves, and it is so sad because life is a gift. These bodies are a gift. We can't take that for granted. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what size you are. It does not matter. It just does not matter. You are alive. You are amongst the living. You are here to experience this beautiful earth of abundance. You are here to experience this life. Who cares what you look like? Even down to, I used to work in the medical field, and I would take care of quadriplegic patients. And for those of you who are unaware of what that is patients who are bedridden, who most of them could just only move their heads. That was it. They could not walk, use their arms. They could only move their heads, bedridden. And a lot of them had been like that practically all of their lives. And when you would meet, some of them were, stuck in their ways, depressed, mean because of the situation. But I did meet some that despite their condition, you could still experience their essence. You could still experience personality and their life force. So all they had was their voice in their head, but their force of life was so strong and so beautiful. It's really hard to explain, but life is amazing, and we should not take it for granted. Saying that to say, be also grateful for your body, for everything about yourself. Look in the mirror every single day. And I mean, when you look in the mirror, look deep into your eyes and really embrace yourself. Really love yourself and accept yourself just for who you are, and embrace the uniqueness of you. Even those things that you say to yourself, oh my God, this is so terrible. Let those things be the things that you really pay attention to and really love on, and just really accept. No rejection whatsoever of who you are. Okay, moving on. The next thing is ignoring what we truly desire. Now, this is a thing that I had issues with. A lot of us come up in a background where money was not plentiful, so we couldn't just wish for stuff and it just show up. So I began to, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I began to adopt this state of being when it comes to my desires, to where I wouldn't really let myself desire things. I would numb myself to what I wanted, because I had that belief that if I want it, I'm not going to get it. And if I get it, I'm going to lose it. Because as a child, my mom, part of punishment was to take things. And oh God, my mom, she was a tickler boy. It wasn't take it for a day or two. It's like, she was like, take it for a month, 6 months, or it was a trip, to the point where you be like, well, I might as well forget about that. I might as well forget about that, because I ain't gonna see that for a long time. So it just made me build a muscle to protect my peace, to not even really desire anything, like be detached, like I don't really want nothing. And then as an adult, it was a challenge for me to even figure out what I liked, because I had built that protective mechanism up so strong. I was just numb. Nothing, nothing mattered. Just so numb. So definitely check yourself about that. Do not reject yourself. Do not reject your desires, because let me tell you, you are worthy of receiving anything that you are called to. Anything that you want, it is your birthright to receive this beautiful, abundant world. Anything in it. We can have anything we want. We already have it. We just have to align our state of being with that thing to magnetize it in. So it is completely safe to allow yourself to not reject what your heart truly desires. Okay, moving on. Do not reject your spiritual essence. A lot of us are so identified with our physical selves. We have no connection whatsoever with our spiritual essence. We have no connection with the unseen. A lot of people are only connected to things that they can see, touch, smell, the only things that are connected to their five senses. And therefore there are like surface level connections with things and with people and with themselves. So a lot of people have issues with connecting with the unseen parts of themselves, which is the most powerful and the most limitless and the most magical, and it's not even words that you can articulate the spiritual essence of our being. So definitely do not reject that part of yourself, because that is who you are. The body is like the shell, it's like the vehicle, It's not who you are. The spiritual essence is the true core of who you are. So definitely connect with the authenticity of your true being. And don't be afraid. Go within and venture around and see what you can open up. It's so beautiful because it's so deep. And it's the beautiful thing about our essence is it's infinite. It's so deep and it's so infinite and it's so beautiful and it's so abundant that you can never, it's way better than social media. I put it like that. You would never stop strolling. You'll never stop strolling and you're feeding your energy to yourself, not to, I don't want to butcher that man's name, but I think it's Mark Zimmerman or something. Zickerman, I don't know. But feed your energy to yourself. Stroll yourself. Take your finger and go inside. Instead of strolling Facebook, is it Twitter? Let me see, is it Twitter? No, Instagram. You can tell I'm not on social media. But go inside and stroll your essence. You would be amazed at what you find out. So that's another thing. Stop rejecting yourself. Okay, next is we will reject our needs to please others because we are afraid of others rejecting us. Ain't that something? We will reject our needs and how we feel, again, to please others because we are so afraid of being rejected by that person. And guess what happens? 9 times out of 10, if not that person, another person, you're going to get rejected anyway. Because by you rejecting yourself, you're carrying the energy, the spirit of rejection. And they have to mirror that energy. So check yourself. Now, last but not least, the assumption of rejection. Now, let me break that down for you. When you assume that someone is going to reject you, you are rejecting yourself because we all are connected. And why do you feel like that person is going to reject you? Why don't you see yourself as a divine, beautiful, loving being that everyone loves to be around and talk to? Why do you see yourself as a being that can ever even be rejected anyway? The assumption of rejection is rejecting yourself because we're all one. There is no separation. So for you to assume that that person is going to reject you, you are assuming that you are going to reject yourself. So why are you rejecting yourself? No more assumptions of rejection. You should always assume the best scenario, the best outcome for your greatest good in every situation. No rejection whatsoever. None. No assuming that you're going to get rejected. None whatsoever. Only assume that everyone loves you and everyone just loves to be around you and everyone can't wait to conversate with you, talk to you, and so on and so forth. So release the need to assume that you're going to be rejected. That's by friends, that is by jobs, that is by money, that is by opportunities. Let go of rejection. Okay? Now, let's fix this spirit of rejection. Y'all ready for this? We're gonna fix this rejection with one line. I hope this resonates because it's deep. If you reject me, or if you reject anyone, you are rejecting who sent me or who created me. I am one with the divine. I am one with God. I am divine. I am God. So to reject me is to reject God, is to reject the divine. And that's for anyone else. We are one. So let's send peace to rejection and let's thank rejection for teaching us not to reject ourselves or anyone else. And that's all that I have for you guys today. I love you. Until next time, peace.